start Excel, and then maybe something like this. Okay, and then next, save your new Excel file as format. For example, e.g. in my case, let's say blackshores.xlsm, okay, which is okay. File, save as, okay, save as 엑셀 매크로 통합 사용문서, 엑셀 매크로, and I'll call file name black short, something like this. Okay, no problem. Done. Easy, right? That's very easy. And then we have a couple of more steps to set up the program. Then go to File, File Option. Okay. Then go to File Option, File Option, and then 추가 기능. 추가 기능. I don't know what is in English menu, and I don't know either what would be like German, but yeah, shame on me. I learned French a little bit, but never German. 추가 기능. Okay, this button. Okay, and then 이동. Then you will see, okay, something like this. Alright, and click 분석 도구. Okay, and then check 분석 도구, VBA. You know, I'm writing down this one for you. Okay, for you not to forget. 해 찾기 추가 기능. Okay, done. And then okay. Okay, then something like this. Next, okay, and then next we can go File again, File Option again, and then 리본 사용자 지정. 리본 사용자 지정. 리본 사용자 지정. And then 클릭 개발 도구. 클릭 development tool. 오케이, 개발 도구. check. Okay, something like this. 개발 도구. And then 확인. I'm writing down step by step, okay, everything. So in the course page, you can go to say and Excel VBA. Then you will see this one, and then this is just a step by step guideline. So that basically you don't have to write down anything for this class. Okay, I think I'm too kind. Anyway, now go to 개발 도구, and then click Visual Basic. Okay, go 개발 도구. Okay, 개발 도구 and then click Visual Basic, Developers Tool, Visual Basic. Okay, and then Insert Module. 영어로 써야지. And Insert Module. Something like this. Okay. Now you can see this one. Okay. And then this is the place where we do programming. Okay. And then let's write down our first program. First subroutine. Let's start from subroutine. Okay. Then let's down sub. It's called subroutine. Subroutine means that it runs. Okay. It is a unit of program, so it runs your program. So I determine name of my file as a temp, something like this. Okay, and then write some message box, a message box, and then hello world, and then save. Hello world. Did you write down? Hello world, and then exclamation. Okay. Believe me, it would be great. It is a great one. Okay. I mean, if you get a job, whatever job you have, Excel is very important. And then the best way to learn Excel is to start directly from Excel Visual Basic. You don't have to know any fancy function or something like that. It is all junk, useless. If you know Excel Visual Basic, you can dominate anyone who think they are Excel expert without knowing Excel VBA. So it will boost your productivity in the job market, and then therefore you can write down your skill. Okay, skill set. You can add VBA as your skill set. So in resume, you can make separate section like skills, and then write down Excel VBA. And then financial engineering, something like that. Computational finance using Excel VBA. 그러니까 나중에 자소서 쓰거나 이력서 쓸 때 스킬이라는 란을 하나 포함시켜서 이력서에 Excel VBA for Computational Finance, 이거 딱 하나 넣으면 폼나겠지. 여러분 그걸 할 수 있게 내가 해주는 거야. Okay, write down, and then you mean this one. Okay, go to 실행, and then actually 실행, and this one. Hello world. And then go to 실행 and run the program. Alternatively, you can just push F5. Okay. So again, just click F5 and it runs the program. So hello world. This is your first program. Right? It's fun, isn't it? You can even write down animation with this one. Okay. Now let's start more serious one. Okay. And then let me delete this one. And then let's say A equal 1, B equal 1, and C equal A plus B. Okay. Then what is C? It is 2. Okay, let's check it. Message box C. Okay. And run program F5. 2. Okay. Oh, it is cool, isn't it? Okay. And are you following me? So do you know what is going on now? 문제 없죠? 쉽지? Is it fun? Okay. Very good. So in this case, we assign 1 to A, 1 to B, and C is A plus B, and message box output. So instead of message box, okay, let's generate output in the other way. So okay, let us change the name of the first sheet to tab 1 and delete all other sheet. Okay, then sheet 2, sheet 3, I delete this. Okay, tab 1. And let's make output to this one. So sheet name is tab 1, and then cells 1, 1, sheet. Okay, and let's say A is now 10, B is now 1, C is assigned A. Let's make slightly complicated one. Cosine B. Okay, something like this. Okay, and try this one. Okay, and then run F5. And let's go to SL10. We have an answer in the tab 1 sheet cell 1, 1. Right? Do you know? So A is 10, B is 1, C sine A plus cosine B. And write down C, sheet tab 1, cell 1 row, first column, we write down C. Okay? C is what? This number. Right? Okay. Okay, sine A, sine B, not fun. Then A multiplied by B. And then run program, F5 again, then it is 10, of course. So we write down output. 여기 김민정 학생 문제 없어요?
이게 안 돼서.
뭐가 안 돼? 이게 잘 안 보이네, 컴퓨터에서.
제가 컴퓨터를 그걸로.
뭐가 안 돼요? 아까 그 프로그램으로 들어가. 아, 이거 시작도 못 하고 있으면 어떡해.
하고 있었는데.
뭐야. 처음부터 다시 해, 그러면. 다시 시작해서.
근데 저도 똑같이 넣었는데 템프가 옳지 않다고
탭 1 내가 아까 말했잖아. 파일 쉿 이름을 바꾸라고. 여기 바꿔야지, 이름을. 그래서 바꾸라 그랬잖아. 자, so remember, if you don't change the name of the tab like this, program will not run. Tab 1. So sheet, think logically. At sheet tab 1, it is the name of the sheet, and cell 1 in the sheet is location, first column. And we put C over there. It's okay? It's much easier than C or C++, right? Did you learn C? You didn't learn? You never did programming before? So it is the first programming as well. 잘 되죠? 좀 봐줘, 김민정 학생. 뭐 문제가 생겼으니까. 여기는 아무 문제 없죠? 이력서에 한 줄 쓰기가 이력서에 한 줄 쓰게 만들었는데 잘 배워야지. By the way, if you are more interested in Excel VBA, it is a book about Excel VBA. Okay, you can buy this book. It is unfortunately Korean book. Written in Korean. But if VBA is such a popular and powerful tool, there are a lot of resources on the web. So go to Google and type Anthony's VBA. That's the best source. Anthony. Why don't you open Google and type Anthony VBA? Okay, Felix Yusu. In the Google, you can find resources of a VBA. Keyword Anthony VBA. Anthony's VBA. Anthony is the name of the person. He is very kind to put all the explanation about VBA on the web. Did you find it? Anthony's VBA guide. Yeah, that's a great page. 김민정 학생 됐어요? So I can produce C. So this is one way of record output in the sheet, and actually you can also read number from the input. So instead of this one, okay, it's A is the okay. Let's write down this one, and then this one, 2, 1, and then C is C plus B, and then 3, C. And let's say 10, 2, something like this, okay? Then, if we run this program, we have something like this. So it is a 10 multiplied by 2, 20. Natural. In A, we will read number at sheet tab 1, cell 1, okay? And we read the number at second row, first column as B. And C is simply A plus B, and sheet tab 1, cell 3, here we write down value C. So here is 10 is this one, okay, 2 is this one, this is 20, so answer is 20, and 20 is recorded over here, right? Do you know what is going on? 무슨 말인지, do you know what is going on over here?
Why is it, and don't we add it up? The star now?
So I'm multiplying actually. Okay, so idea is simple again. Idea is very simple. Okay, now we can make an interaction between read information from Excel, okay, compute, and then make output to Excel. Okay, read from Excel. This is the this is the one of the most important functions for VBA. Okay, it is integrated with Excel. That's why it is such a convenient and make Excel users much more productive by this. What is this? Choose or cancel. And then, okay. Okay. In this case, now we know we want to make sure that this is A, B, C. So let's down this A, B, C. So let's say over here, and then let's say 2. This is A. This is B. And this is C. Okay? So we can even write down sentences, characters. This is called character in Excel VBA. Okay, this is A, B, C. Okay. So in the first row, second column, I round, this is it. So remember there is a blank over here to make it more pretty. So let's run F5. And then in Excel file, right, this is A, this is B, this is C. Right? So now this Excel sheet become more informative. 무슨 말인지 모르겠어요? 잘 되고 있어? 결과가 나왔어? This is A, this is B. 됐네. Oh, okay, so do you know? So it's okay, right? Okay. So now let's make a more serious work. Let's write down Black-Scholes formula. Okay. Now we are ready to implement the Black-Scholes formula. Okay. In the Black-Scholes formula, okay. Then, of course, we have to know what is Black-Scholes formula. Black-Scholes formula looks like this. In course web page, this is Black-Scholes formula. I did even write down answer over here. Next, let us implement Black BSM. You know, we now everything. So as far as we know the formula, basically we can implement it. Right? There is nothing difficult about this one. Yeah, there's nothing difficult about this one. So this is simply Black-Scholes formula. Okay. In Black-Scholes formula, we have 6 input. Okay. We have 6 input. So if we know volatility, current stock price, strike price, time to maturity, in years, risk-free rate, years dividend rate, and this is the C is the formula for European call option. P is formula for the price of European put option. Okay. Next, so let's do this one. Okay. So we go Excel sheet, and then okay, and then let's delete everything. This is now we did enough exercise. So I want to delete things. Oh, wait again. Computer stopped. I don't know what happened. It freeze. It freezed. Huh? So this is the beginning and end of program. Beginning and end of subroutine. The subroutine means that if you can run basically this program. It's routine. Okay. So if you click F5, it runs itself. This is one routine. Routine means it is a collection of other work, collection of small works. So it is a routine. It is a collection of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Collection of 7 works. So it does 7 works simultaneously together. So you make 7 work out there as a one routine. So you can implement it in one click. I don't know why this freeze is annoying. Okay, this is the Hanang University. Okay. Where is Excel? Okay. Let me start program again. So now I delete this one. Now let me write down new program. So actually I wrote down solution in my course web page like this. So solutions for Excel BBL physics looks like this. I'll explain to you one by one. Okay. So please, you have to write down together. So first you have to determine program name. So sub and Black-Scholes routine. This is the name of my program, Black-Scholes routine. And then enter. Please don't forget saving your file. And then in the Black-Scholes there is in the routine there are 3 components. First you have to let's go Black-Scholes. First you have to read input from the file or from program, and then next you write down, you have to calculate option value, and third you have to generate output. So it has 3 parts: input, output, input, and then model output. Okay. Importantly, okay, if you put in front in the beginning, your program cannot read the line. Therefore, it is a great way to make your program readable. Okay. So in this case, I have this one. Okay. Single quote input model output. Basically, so this program cannot read this one. Okay. This is just for you. Only you can read this one, and the computer cannot read this one. So you can write down anything. So like this one. This is my first program serious, okay, serious program. Okay, so computer cannot read this. Okay, computer cannot read it. And then let's down first input. Okay, input. Let's write down in Flexibility there are 6 input. Let me just copy and paste. Okay, so in Flexibility there are 6 inputs. S, let's say S is 100. Of course, you can read it from the Excel file, but this is so stock price 100. I write down 100 right here, but actually in the usually we write down 100 in the Excel file and read. We have to read it from the Excel file. Okay, that's the normal. But since now you can do how to do it, I write the number directly over here. Okay. So S is 100. So again, I have this one. So the computer cannot read this one. So this is just for my memo. S is 100. So price of underlying asset. So suppose, okay, let's make it more fun. Okay, suppose let's go to the finance.google.com. And then type your favorite stock. Let's say what? Let's say so Walt Disney this time, maybe no, not Walt Disney in this case. Write down. I will choose Berkshire. No, it is a. I write down what? IBM. No, IBM, Google, okay? Google, go to Google. Current stock price of Google is this one, right? And then let's say exercise price of Google is 600. And then time to maturity 2. So my option expires in 2 years later. Let's say 2.5. Then it is 2.5 years later. And let's say R is continuous risk-free rate. And the US interest rate, let's say it is 2%. And Q is continuous dividend rate. So let's say Google pays out dividend like 0.5% per year. Okay, so it is all my assumption. But actually we can check it. Dividend, EPS, dividend. Oh, Google doesn't pay dividend. Dividend yield. Dividend yield, so Google doesn't pay it. It's not fun. Let's change the other one. GM dividend yield is okay. Google paid 0.3%. GM. And then let's say GM. So the GM. And then exercise price is let's say 35. So it is clear out of money option. Okay. So dividend 2%. And then we have to know volatility of underlying asset. Okay. So this is the all other thing is in the web page. Okay. Stock price is on the web page. Exercise price is a contract. They are all contract. And we know what is risk-free rate. We know continuous dividend rate. Google. We all know that. This is something we have to estimate. In order to estimate this, let's go historical prices. And then let's download the spreadsheet. Okay. Okay, there's some spreadsheet. And then, okay, let's calculate the, delete this one, and none is this one. So return is this one, let's say log, this one over this one. Okay, and delete the last one. And then I can calculate standard deviation. Standard deviation of this one is this one, and then if I multiply this one, multiply by square root of 252, Then okay, this is volatility. So it is this number. Where are you? Volatility. Okay, so this is for GM. Okay, so this is input. Given this input, we should be able to calculate option price. Everything okay? Is again Walt Disney? No, it is GM. Million, how is everything going? Okay? It's okay? Felix, it's all easy, right? Piece of cake. Okay, and then you have to analyze that. Multiply 252 because there are 252 days per year. Business day, I mean. And then next is more model part. I'll just copy and paste, but you have to write down one by one. Okay. Model is this one. Model is from here to here. Okay. You know, that's how copy and paste doesn't help you at all. So this is model part. Okay. Actually, this is too long. So let's see. So in the first run, Z equals exponential of minus RT. What is a zero coupon bond price, right? Right? Z is zero coupon bond price, right? Exponential of minus RT. Right?
Were you serious that you have to write it, or can we also copy it?
Let's write that one by one. I mean, if you want to copy and paste, you can do it, but I mean, it is up to you. Okay, this is a zero coupon bond price, right? Exponential. So face value is just $1. Present value of $1. When time to maturity is T. Present value. That it is the value of a contract that pays $1 at T, big T times later. And the second one is called forward price. Second one is called forward price. You know, forward price, it means forward price is a function of today's stock price multiplied by now exponential of interest rate minus dividend yield multiplied by time to maturity. Okay, so this is called forward price. And then D1 and D2 are intermediate inputs, just the input to calculate Black-Scholes formula. And then D1, D2, did you write down D1 and D2? Okay. And then now, since we have VF D1, D2, then we can write down call option and put option price. Call option and put option price looks like this. Let's go course web page. Call option and put option price looks like this. Here now F is the E minus RT, it is Z, right? ERT is Z, zero coupon bond price. F is forward price. K is excess price. The only problem is ND1, ND2. Okay, here N function is called cumulative distribution function of normal distribution. Okay, so it is okay, and then suppose this is the probability density function of standard normal distribution. Okay, and then center is 0, right? Center is 0. Okay, this is 0, right? And when I say this n function means that we can pick this one. Let's say this is d1. Here it is, let's say this is x. And then, what would be the probability if it is standard normal distribution? What is the probability that a random variable is less than x? Would be the probability of that one? That is the size of this area, right? So we can, the size of this area it is it is time consuming. It is hard. And then the size of this area is called nx. Okay, the size of this area is nx, right? So nx is simple. Okay, size of this area. And then in Excel, there is a beautiful function called norm S distribution. Okay, so in Excel function, there is a function that calculates anything, which is norm S distribution. But we have to call this function from Excel. So we first write down worksheet function and dot norms distribution, then it calls this function from Excel. It's a worksheet function. So this is call option price, put option price. Okay. And then in order to check whether my answer is right, this is the call option price minus put option price. Okay. This is discounted payoff from terminal. Okay. From forward price minus X strike price. Under put call parity, C minus P and F minus K should be same. Okay, so anyway, this is our model. Now we can generate output. Okay, and then generate output. Okay, generate output is this one. Now this output part is this one. Okay, so this is output. In tab 1, cell 1, I write down call option, and row 1, column 2, I specify this is call option price, and 2, this is put option, special put option price. And then if I run this one, runtime 오류가 발생하였습니다. 왜 이러지? Okay, if I run the program, we have a call option price, put option price, and call minus put CFP. They are all same. So my option price is right. Easy, right? Isn't it? Actually, I will let you one more trick. Okay, whenever you want to run program, it is kind of inconvenient to go back to program. Okay, so actually you can make a button. You can make a button. Okay, in the Excel file. So go to the Excel file. Actually write down small program. Solve clear cells. Okay, so cell clear. Okay, this is small program, so it clears everything. Okay, so did you write down this one? Okay. Small program at the rest. So now you have two programs. Okay, clear cells. And the cells clear, it means it clear entire cells. Okay, so and then you can go to Excel file and go to 개발 도구, 삽입, 양식 control and click this one. Okay, then you have this one. And then macro 지정 clear cells. Okay, then you have 단추 button. Right? 다시 한번 보여줘요. 주은정 학생 했어요? 오케이, 다시 한번. 개발 도구, 삽입, 클릭 한 다음에 이거 첫 번째 거 단추 양식 컨트롤 누르고 아무데나 떨고 그러면 이런 게 나와. 오케이? 그 다음에 클리어 셀스라는 프로그램을 실행하게 여기 지정을 해줘요. 매크로 지정. 그 다음에 확인. 그 다음에 이 단추를 눌러봐. 깨끗해지지. 자, let's change the name of this one. Let's make it a bit big. And then this is, let's say this is housekeeping. Housekeeping. It clears every cell. Okay, next we need a real important program that runs the program. So again, you can go to 개발 도구, 삽입, button again, drop over here, and let's say the black-hole routine. 확인, make it big. Let's make it big one. Big. This is much big. And then this is the, let's change the name to the, change name. text 편집. option prices. Okay? Then if you click this one, 짠, you can run program. Okay? Now you don't have to go back to program and then run the program there. Housekeeping, run, housekeeping, run, housekeeping, run. Isn't it fun, right? It is it's much more exciting than I think it is. Exciting than games, online game, I think. 왜 이게 컴퓨터가 또 이래요? Okay, so 이게 버튼 어떻게 만드는지 알겠죠, 이제? 버튼을 만들어서 프로그램을 쉽게 실행하는 거지. 거기 가서 F5 누르고 이러면 얼마나 귀찮아요. Okay? So now you can proudly add one line to your resume. Okay? Skill set, Excel VBA in computational finance. Because you can calculate Black-Scholes option prices with this one, right? So isn't it cool? It's cool, right? Felix, are you following me? Okay, you have a button. 어디 한번 버튼을 볼까요? 완벽하군.